Yeah, I guess we're certainly mindful of that workload piece, and we have spent some time in our rooms, not doing a heck of a lot, but also at the same time we had a month, sort of 6 weeks of some pretty competitive cricket over in India. We were still staying active when we were, I guess, in that transition period to over here, and and then we've had the last week as well. We've been able to get out on grass and play. So yeah, we're certainly mindful of not trying to fit too much in, and I guess push the envelope too much. But it's not like we haven't really done anything for for 2 or 3 months. So it's just about managing probably the next couple of days leading into that first test, and like I said, just being mindful that we're not trying to do too much. Yeah, it was an interesting one. It was, again, there's not something that you can kind of sort of plan for. We were well informed the whole way through, and as it was starting to, I guess, come to an end, how things could potentially look. I think again we had some pretty good people around us, from the BCCI and our franchises and New Zealand cricket as well. That we just had to trust that they were going to, I guess, do the right thing by us. And obviously, I guess the situation in India was pretty dire, and we were very mindful of that, and that I guess that was going on outside our bubble, and and once it sort of got inside, it was the right decision to to postpone it. But yeah, just to keep trusting those people, and again, control what we can control, and and thankfully we had some pretty good people around us to help us get to England. I'm certainly focused on this test coming up. It's pretty special to be a part of a Lord's test, and and part of an England tour, and then obviously the final as well. So yeah, for me, it's I think mine on these next 2 or 3 weeks, and then whatever happens, post that, it does. Oh, we had a little look today. I spoke to Tim about it and what ends he's kind of looked to operate from and what he suits. I didn't really have too much of a bowl out there today. I had a little one, but sort of both ends were, felt fine. I don't necessarily think that that'll fall down to me, that decision. I think Tim will pick his end, and whoever else is playing will do the same, and then Kane will just throw the ball to us and just tell us which end we're going from. So look, it's I'm sure there is some stuff around that, and people have obviously exploited different aspects of the ground before, but yeah, for me it's just I'm happy to go from either end if I get the nod to play. I don't think it's something we've focused on a huge amount. I think for us, our focus is on each test that we play. We can't, control what our fixture list looks like, how much we play away, how much we play at home. It's just about what's our next game and how we're going to tackle that, and and how can we learn from that? How can we move forward? I mean, for me personally, it's not something I read in a huge amount into around that home and away record. But yeah, like I said, I think the group's philosophy is a lot around trying to just focus on each game, and and control what we can control, I guess, in a sense, in that in that regard. For me, no, not really at all. I think again, like I said, if you look too far ahead, you can kind of get caught in the bounce a little bit. For me, it's my first trip to England, my first time playing cricket in England, first time at Lord's. I think if I get too distracted by something in 2 or 3 weeks' time, I'll probably end up in not a great shape in terms of trying to take care of this game. So look, I'm just trying to be as mindful and as present as I can around this test, and and really enjoy it. Who knows if this will ever happen again for me. So look, I'm certainly just trying to focus on this test, and then obviously Edgbaston, and then that final will that'll arrive in a couple of weeks' time. It's not gonna go away or come any closer. So just looking to take care of this one first. Oh, it's probably not something I've thought about too much. Like you said, like Tim and Trent have been exceptional for such a long period of time. Their records speak for themselves. They've led New Zealand across many a tour to many wins. And it's pretty cool for me to be able to just sit behind them and watch and learn. Like I said, last time, that taking the new ball is something that I would like to do, and it's something that I do all the time in domestic cricket. But in saying that, look, if my role isn't that, then I'm just happy to be on the park, and if that's taking the new ball with Tim, great, like I want to do that. If not, I also want to play. So if that means I'm bowling second change or third change or whatever it may be, then I'm happy to do that. I don't necessarily think you have to take the new ball to to lead. We've seen that with Wags. He hasn't necessarily taken the new ball a heck of a lot, but he's also a leader within this group, and his record stands beside those two as well. So yeah, look, whatever role that comes up for me, I'm just looking to just try and grab it with both hands and yeah, and just enjoy it.